Abena Osei Asare finally begs Dvla boss for forgiveness. Who is Abena Osei Asare? This pretty woman, she's very eloquent. She is somebody who can be in a leadership position. Unfortunately, skeletons from out of her cupboard started chasing her. Shadows coming out of the dark started chasing her. Her past came to bite her. This lady here was born on the 16th of January in 1979. She's all the way from Enyinem in Achim. She went to school at Achimota Primary, and then she went to Wesley Girls. After that, to the University of Ghana, Legon. She studied subjects that I love myself, economics and geography, but she also added elective maths when she was right there at Wesley College in Cape Coast. She performed creditably well. And right after that, she studied some chartered accounting. She's had some stints with some banks where she gathered more experience. In the days of Kufuor, she was a part of a special initiative where she gathered more experience and even worked with the University of New York, right here in Accra and beyond. My brother, my sister, this is the woman we are talking about. Now, she is the most talked about woman in Ghana right now for all the wrong reasons. Many see her to be very arrogant. Many also think that she is not patriotic enough, and the rest think that she does not deserve to be in the position she finds herself in right now as the chairman of the so-called PAC. What is the PAC? The Public Accounts Committee. Now, this is a committee that sits time after time to look into the stewardship of some appointees of government to find out if they are doing the right thing. It's a very good initiative. But in the past, what has been the achievement of the PAC? My brother, my sister, people are not held accountable to the reports and the results and the decisions of the PAC. The Public Accounts Committee. When decisions are taken and some judgments are made, pronouncements made, it looks like politicians sweep these away under the carpet and they don't take any action after the PAC sittings. Sadly, we pay a lot of money, the taxpayers' money, to these people to sit down and drink tea and speak English. Right after that, nothing comes out of these meetings. So many people have been hungry. Now, President John Dramani Mahama is in power. He came into power at the beginning of the year in January. And boom, he has already unleashed the PAC on his appointees. And a lot of things are coming up. I am excited about accountability and probity. And this woman seems to be on top of a game. Then it came out that we had forgotten a big chunk of her past. She was part of the regime that stole from us and allegedly milked the whole nation dry. One of the most conspicuous robbers of our nation, the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government, my brother, my sister, whose finance minister was Kenneth Nanayao Oforiatta. My brother, my sister, when this man became the finance minister of Ghana, many were those who touted him as a very good finance person, and we were ready to see them deliver. First tenure of office went away, second tenure of office, and everything went haywire. They blamed every single problem on COVID-19 and the war in Russia. Though we are several millions of miles, in fact, trillions of miles, and that's an exaggeration, from Russia, my brother, my sister, we seem to suffer as if we were one of the cities in Russia from the war. My brother, my sister, prices of bread went high because wheat from Russia was no longer coming to Ghana. And you ask yourself, do we plant wheat in Ghana at all? Is Russia the only place we can get wheat from? My brother, my sister, COVID-19 hit us very hard. And this was another excuse for the dwindling economy. This man here, most irresponsible, went so much into borrowing with no common sense. Then the president of the republic now, then in opposition, made it clear to us that this man was borrow happy. Why? Because his bank was earning so much money from every loan that was secured under his regime. So he decided to borrow more and more and more. Whilst he borrowed more and more, he fattened himself more and more out of the commissions he got. And the economy went haywire. People were crying left, right, and center. Things that used to cost 2 cedis were now almost 20 Ghana cedis. Ghanaians thought another Armageddon was coming. People were preparing for the second time of the arrival of Jesus Christ. In fact, they were waiting to see how the Armageddon was going to end up the nation, because things became unbearably difficult. But the woman who deputized him is the woman we are talking about right now. Every decision that was taken, she stood by her boss. They borrowed money from us, and when we went back to take our money, they decided to lead us instead to the barber's shop to give us unnecessary, unprofessional haircuts. Some of us had Sakura. Some of us, they gave Topio Joe. As for others, they just run the razor blade right in our heads and asked us to walk around. Those of us who were not so lucky, we went in there and they gave us Hare Krishna haircuts. They left just a little bit there and asked us to continue chanting Hare Krishna Hariya, Hare Krishna Hariya, Hare Krishna Hariya, Hare Krishna Hariya. And it didn't matter what your religion was. When it was time to read the budget, Kenoforiata most of the time arrived with his deputy. And there are pictures awash on social media where Ken is holding a bag and this woman is standing by her, and they are all giving thanks to the God that has aided them in stealing from our nation, allegedly, as told to us by investigators. And this is one of those photos. They were extremely happy when Ghanaians were dying from their nonchalance and inefficiency. Today, my brother, my sister, an MP, Gomwa, came out and told us point blank that we needed to remember something important. That this woman here is a very, 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 very unqualified woman to the umpteenth time to be the head of the Public Account Committee when she herself has become unaccountable. She hasn't accounted for the DDEP, the unprofessional haircuts, the Beijing Zhao project, and even more. Why should you allow this woman to be at the helm of accounting for our stewardship? Many people sided with A+. I was one of the first to come out and support him. My brother, my sister, as it stands right now, this woman has become the most unpopular woman in Ghana right now. Now, at one of the sittings, the DVLA boss, Julius Nikquay, aka Logos, appeared, and he was ready to account for his stewardship. And what ensued between the two at the Public Accounts Committee sitting was something that left a lot to be desired. Our elders say that when a snake is lying down, you don't tell little children that a snake looks like a rope. You only tell them this is the snake lying down. See the video, and when we return, we will talk some more.
is out there, which I'm going to deal with them very soon.
Issue is the details that is going to go on there, because they are people's personalities. So what kind of details are you going to put
on the number plates?
You said it's going to come with a lot of security details. Yes. And I'm asking that a number plate, let's say Ranking's number plate, you're saying that it will be equipped with security features such that if the police should scan, they'll know that truly it belongs to Ranking.
Yeah.
So what, because in putting out somebody's security out there, someone, I mean, a bad person can also get hold of that. So that is why I'm asking, what kind of information are you going to put?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chair. We have data protection law, so we'll be compliant with that law. Currently, what we have is just going to be the same form, but now in a digitalized form, not going to be the paper form anymore. So we are not going to move away from the information.
And it's not going to have the user's surname on the.
It depends on
the number plates.
It depends on what the law says. We'll go by.
You don't tell me depends on what the law says. You are doing it, so you should be able to tell us that the law says ABC. I'm asking you a specific question: is it going to have the user's surname on the number plates?
We don't put names on number plates.
I asked a specific question. You said no. We are not going to put. Yes.
I was wondering why that question. Sorry, but we don't put names on number plates. That's why.
You were wondering why that question?
Because we don't put names on number plates.
What are you telling me? People pay to have their names on number plates, and you sit here as a DVLA boss. You tell me you don't put numbers on number plates. Haven't you seen specialized numbers with people's surnames and personalized names on number plates? For yes or no, please.
Yes.
So why are you telling me you don't put names on number plates?
So I can explain that.
Not that you can explain that. You don't expect me to ask you that question. That is what you said. You don't expect me to ask you that question because people do not put their number plates, their names on their number plates. That is a blatant lie. You have people who pay for specialized number plates and they have their. And I'm asking you, you just mentioned that there are going to be security features. And I'm asking, is that going to include people's names on that plate? And I said, you don't expect me to ask you that question. Are you not the DVLA boss?
Honorable Chair, I think he was trying to explain that we have different types of numbers that you can acquire.
Honorable Minister, so I understand that. He said he doesn't expect me to ask him that question because we don't put names on number plates. You are the DVLA boss. This is something that even a 1, 2, 3-year-old would know. That, oh, my father has his name, because we have personalized number plates, don't we?
They do.
Honorable Minister, don't we have personalized number plates?
I think he was saying that he expected the question to come at another time.
No, Minister.
When he was explaining.
Minister, I understand you perfectly, but he said he doesn't expect me to ask him that question.
Okay, so
if he can withdraw that statement, that is fine, because we have people with number plates out there, personalized number plates out there. So respectfully, we are here based on questions and inquiries that citizens of Ghana want to know, and that is why we are here.
Honorable Chair, respectfully, I withdraw. It's not to say you don't know what you are saying. It is just to say that the normal person who goes out there to do registration, we don't put the name on the number plate. It is out of a special provision that is made. That's where personalized comes in.
So then I asked you a simple question because you said you are going to put in the security features.
Yes.
And so I'm asking, so is that going to include names on... The question should have been, no, that is not what... But you don't expect me to ask you that. Then why are you sitting in the chair as a DVLA CEO?
That's why I said I withdraw that statement. Yeah.
So I'm asking you, share with us some of the security features, because to be honest with you, out there, you see a lot on social media that this is how the new number plate is going to be. It is going to include your surname. It's going to include ABCD. So now we have the opportunity. The CEO is sitting before us, and we are just asking, is that going to include that? Yes or no? That is all.
Interesting times. She was insisting, will not allow the DVLA boss to articulate himself. Julius Nikquay Korte granted other interviews after, and he said that yes, those are special number plates, and even with that, we don't put people's surnames there. And when we put those so-called names there, we don't see them as names. We just see them as a form of identity. So what you see as a name is not a name to us as an entity. If you write Kwame there, we don't see Kwame as a name. We see it as an identity. Is that clear? That is what DVLA sees. You put Spanky there. It's supposed to identify you in your personalized mind. My brother, my sister, now this woman here has been in the news from that day till now. Many people have spoken to her. Others have told her that, listen, I think you were a little too arrogant the way you articulated yourself. Some other people might have told her that, oh, you did the right thing. As it stands right now. Now the DVLA boss has been apologized to. She sent a text message after she called the DVLA boss over and over. And there was no response. And she decided to send a text message to the DVLA boss. And what did the text message say? Watch this. Honorable Abena Osei Asare. And this was on Wednesday. He says, good afternoon, sir. I called, please. Abena Osei Asare. And this was 3:11. My brother, my sister. And when the DVLA boss received this, he decided to immediately call back. And when he called back, what did Abena Osei Asare say? I am so sorry for the way I handled you. I think that we could have done it better. Can you forgive me? So, oh, it's okay. Let bygones be bygones. And then she went ahead to ask if they could find time and have a dinner together so that at least they will be able to massage some egos left, right, and center and forget about the whole issue. My brother, my sister, that was the conversation that went on between the two of them. Now, I am excited that Abena Osei Asare has been able to rethink what she said. And then she came back apologizing. Was it because of pressure? Or she genuinely felt that she could have treated the younger man better? Now, this man here is an Osu boy. He was born in the mid-80s. This is the guy. My brother, my sister, he went to school at St. Peter's, right there in Accra. And then he went on to the University of Ghana, Legon, where he studied psychology and all that. He has 3 master's degrees, 2 from Cape Coast University. My brother, my sister, he's a man who's also studied some political policy in political science and much more. He's been working with the DVLA from time immemorial. He's also worked with Social Security and National Insurance Trust. He's a specialist when it comes to areas like that. He studied that in school. He's always had the dream of becoming the head of the DVLA. Whilst others are thinking about being MPs, some want to be presidents, and so on and so forth. He has always dreamt about becoming the DVLA boss. He is a good friend of Ibrahim Mahama, the president's younger brother. And they've known each other from time immemorial. In fact, when they won the elections this time round, Ibrahim Mahama asked him, I want to introduce you personally to my brother. I know you are a brilliant young man. In what capacity do you want to serve in this government? Let me know so I can tell my brother. There will be an assessment of you and we'll see if you are qualified. He didn't mince words. I would like to serve in the DVLA. Are you sure? Ibrahim suggested a few other things, but the young man stood on his 2 feet and said DVLA. He had the opportunity to choose almost everything and anything, because this is the president's brother introducing you to the president. And when they met with the president, he didn't hide from his DVLA dream. And then they looked at his dossier, checked his qualifications, and realized that no, this is a DVLA person. And they put him in there. From when he took over the mantle of the DVLA, we all have seen what has changed. Within a few months, oh my God, things that never happened started to happen. My brother, my sister, this is Julius Nikquay Korte, the Osu boy. Has he accepted the apology of Abena Osei Asare or not? When I called him and I asked him, he told me yes. In fact, I have accepted it. She has apologized to me, and from deep within my spirit, I've accepted it. I am only sad she didn't give me the chance to articulate myself. Anytime I tried to speak, she interrupted me, and she made me look like a fool, standing, looking at people in a crowd. My brother, my sister, apologies have been given, and acceptance has also been made. Can we move on? This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushodemo, and here we speak truth to power.